Hello, this is Dr. Mia Luth. It is, let me see, March 18th. I know, it's March 19th. Hold on a sec. Yes it is, it's March 19th. Someone corrected me this morning, which is why I said 18th, because I said 19th. And yes, I was actually correct. Anyway, so yes, it is Wednesday. It is Thursday. Ooh. March 19th, 2026. It is a Winnipeg Jets game day. And what was I doing? Oh, yeah, it is 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, New York, USA. I do sometimes have a little difficulty speaking. I try to enunciate, and I try to, have a certain flow. I have a medical condition that sometimes causes me issues with that, so I can only do what I can do. So yes, it's a Winnipeg Jets game day tonight. It is 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which is I'm Eastern Time, and it's a road game, so the Bruins will be hosting the Jets. I know. Well, there are people who don't like a lot of stuff, and I am just going to make some comments about this. It's just, I don't think that some are quite understanding yet that, your thoughts on what a GM should do, and the fact that, you can't handle the fact that the Winnipeg Jets might end up in the mushy middle. Okay? That is not anything that the Winnipeg Jets should be concerned about, and your view of how the NHL should be run is rather irrelevant and inconsequential. Okay? You understand? Like, it doesn't matter if it seems like another team got away with losing on purpose. Okay, that is no longer going to be the case, and it is going to be enforced. Now, see, those of you who are coming at the NHL and who are coming at everybody else except for you, saying, okay, there's got to be accountability, yada blah. The entire reason for it, okay, the draft lottery is to give certain teams, okay, a little bit of a handicap for next season. Okay? Now, what you're not understanding is that the NHL itself has the expectation that all franchises who use the NHL logo are doing so honestly and earnestly, according to competitive ice hockey, and the fans unawares of the fact that the team, the management, some of you are insinuating should, not make certain moves and should just, give up on the team before everybody else and, blow up the thing on purpose, intentionally, because some assholes don't like the mushy middle. Well, I can assure you that there are honest teams in the NHL that put their very best on ice. Okay? Without, someone behind the scenes racking up their chances to win games. Most particularly the general manager. So now every single franchise is going to be investigated. That is never the right thing to do. Okay? There are plenty of fans who sit in those seats who have no idea that some of you in the press in particular, and some bloggers and some, yes, you types, explaining to some of us who are paying attention, oh, but this GM like intentionally did this and did that and didn't give us, and we did all that and could have made trades but didn't, da 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 da. Okay, and there are people who were involved in upper management, Pittsburgh Penguins, who quite literally said out loud, I saw it 3 different places on the internet, that you specifically and purposely, right, tried to tank the team so they would lose games. Well, you're an American team, so you're getting investigated. It's not funny. It's not anything to smile about, gentlemen. And I use that term loosely. And that sure as fuck is no way. Okay? Right. To protect the shield. Okay, there are plenty of teams who honestly played the best they could and did the best they could, okay, and ended up in the middle at some point, right, in their history as an NHL franchise. If you do anything short of that, okay, you are ripping off fans. You are using people who have no idea that they're paying for shitty, intentional ice hockey. I'm not a joke. And if you want to call me one, well, at least I'm fucking funny. I'm not kidding out there. You can keep ignoring me, but at this point, I am having all the friendlies I know, including every which way kind of investigative law enforcement, and the National Hockey League, and law enforcement in Canada. It is absolutely not okay. Okay, and it's not fatalistic. It's the way the National Hockey League works. Now, I sure as hell don't think, okay, that the guy who puts all the money up and True North Sports, okay, really wants to find out that their fucking efforts went to waste because the Winnipeg Jets get taken down completely out of the NHL because they can't proceed honestly like other franchises do. Last warning. Mark Scheifele made a statement. God has a plan. Maybe you should listen to that. Because if you piss me off, I got the power to take down the entire NHL. It makes no sense whether it doesn't make any fucking matter whether you believe it or not. And I don't give a shit who the fuck you are. The National Hockey League wants every single franchise to put the best, most competitive ice hockey, given all circumstances, on ice. And if that team is still learning, or that team had to do a rebuild, or that team had situations like many injuries to key players, and they're just trying to learn, or they're got a bunch of youngsters who are just trying to learn, and they come in last place, okay, you come in last place, honestly, or you don't have a fucking franchise anymore. Last warning. Your penises mean nothing to me.